What's poppin', everybody? So today we have the second to last Code Vein video that I have planned. So today we're going to be taking a look at a place called The Depths. So while I was at this event, they had just initially mentioned, oh, there's a secret dungeon available in this demo build that they have for us today. So, you know, I heard them, like, okay, cool. And they brought up a few thoughts in my head, like, firstly, dungeon. Okay, sounds interesting. But the way they kind of pointed it out, I don't know. I didn't really know what to think. So, you know, fast forward, I played through the demo, got to the end, and I was like, all right, how do I get to this place? Do I gotta like backtrack? Do I gotta find some secret entrance? No. I talked to the guy at the home base, and he takes me to a place. And so now when I see this, I thought of some more things. I'm like, wait a second. Is this official? It's like, is this some piece to the game as well, or is this just, you know, something they added for demo purposes or for you know, event purposes? And so I did a little bit of research, right? So I look back at all that big influx of information news that they gave us throughout, you know, the time they revealed this game and before, you know, when they had planned for that September release, and I saw an article talking about The Depths. So, this is an official place that will be available in the full game. And so let's go ahead and understand what it is. So the Depths. Unexplored land that spreads out deep below various areas. The exploits of the Public Order Preservation Force Cerberus revealed its entrance, but the path was closed due to the miasma, however you say it. It is said that this mysterious place is overflowing with unknown dangers and lost resources. So this specific place that we are at, I believe it's called the Depths of Death. And the description for this place is an area of the depths that spreads out deep below the collapsed city. While traces of the city remain, the vicinity of the area is surrounded by fog and has an ominous air about it. Furthermore, there is a thing called blood trials that reside in the depths. By touching the traces of red that exist in the depths areas, a blood trial will commence where lost barge in one after the next. But overcoming these trials, you can obtain new upgrade materials. In the depths area, you can obtain new weapons and blood veils that you could not obtain on the original fields. Of course, you can use distress signals as well. So before we even get into anything, I just want to touch on that blood trials real quick. So essentially, this happened to me a couple times, because so I did get to the entrance of a boss. This is going to make more sense to you. And I touched one of these red, I don't know, bubbles, whatever the heck this red thing was. I touched it. And so as I was progressing through the other areas of this depths place, I noticed that I would kind of get invaded by these enemies, and I was confused what was going on. So, if that didn't make any sense to you, maybe it didn't, I'm not sure. I feel like after you've played the demo and you've really sat down and taken in the story, it kind of makes sense what they said. So essentially, each area that we go to, I believe, has a depth portion of it. So for the first depths that I'm in, the Depths of Death, this is the bottom section. Think of just the bottom section of the first area that we've walked through. If you watch my new story gameplay video, that was the upper area of this Depths of Death. If you notice in the description, it talked about the collapsed city. So at certain portions, at certain places in that upper area, you could actually look down. Not that you could see this area, but you could tell that you were, you know, inclined in a sense. So the few big things to note in this area. So let's just kind of go down. So first things first, you're gonna see some new field level enemy designs that I don't think we've ever seen before, you know, to the best of my knowledge, based off the other gameplay that they've given us. So that's cool. And let me let you know, bro, these dudes were not playing around. The one dude with the shield, you're gonna see him throughout this video. He parried me. He's like two types of parries. One of them, okay, no, one of them has like more of a spear type of weapon. The one has a sword. So they each have a parry. And yo, they were dogging me, man. In terms of the concept of this area, so I didn't get to fully experience this, but after what I got through and then seeing some other people who have uploaded videos, so I think actually kind of went through all of this, I think I get the idea of how this place works. So essentially, there's 3 bosses spread out in this area. I only encountered 2, but there was one more that I didn't get to encounter. I think after the third one, maybe no matter what order, you know, that third one you hit will give you some type of key or something that lets you unlock this door, right? And so whenever we first entered, there is that one miasma little the missile. Whenever you spawn there, if you look behind me, there's a door. That door was locked, so you have to fight all 3 of those bosses, get the key, and you can go ahead and unlock that door and fight the main boss. So now, I don't know if it's like there's gonna be you can go deeper, like you can get the, you know, level 1 depths of the deaths and level 2, 3, 4. So what I'm saying is I don't know if it's like that first boss was just the first floor of the depths, whereas so I've beat that first boss, maybe I can go deeper, and so it's going to be the same concept. 3 bosses, get a key, fight the 4th. 3 bosses, maybe even starts to increase, maybe it starts to change. 2 bosses that are super hard, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but that is a possibility. And so another big thing that they mentioned to me about this area was the idea that these enemies were level 40. So just for some context, when I got to this level, to this portion, I was only level 7. So I don't know if it's either I was under leveled for, you know, for where I was in terms of the story or at this point in the game. That's one question. Maybe they shortened the experience that I had during that story section. I don't know, bro. You know, I'm not sure. And on the other hand, there's another possibility that maybe it's on purpose that these enemies are substantially higher level than you. It's meant to kind of be hard, right? But I don't know about, I think I was a little bit under leveled. Maybe I should have been a bit higher, right? I'm not sure. Regardless, you see me getting killed a lot, and that is the reason. You know, at the start, I was doing just about no damage. But if you notice, I was getting a lot of experience when I killed these enemies. So what I think is going on is, no, I don't even know, because it's like, do they expect us to go into these always low level? Right? And then maybe you're expected to do this before progressing too much, right? Because maybe when you get to a new area, those enemies are like level 50. I don't know, right? But that doesn't make sense for it to go from level 7 to 40 like that. What is the max level going to be in this game? I don't know. I have so many questions, right? I don't know. So like I mentioned, I ended up grinding. I think I got to around level like 20-ish, 25, something like that. I was not playing the smartest, I can say. I would die. I should have ran more and then leveled up. But at points, I would die, lose like 20,000 haze. I figured out that's what they call the experience. And so I don't know. Maybe I didn't play the best, but it's all right. I think I got a great feeling for it. I got a great idea. And after I look back at my gameplay, I'm like, okay, I think I really understand, you know, what I got to do, how I got to maneuver with this game. So all in all, like I had mentioned, I only got through 2 of the 3, or I guess I should say 4 bosses in this area that they gave us. So in terms of the bosses, I don't know if that's actually the bosses that will be in this area. So for the most part, I think that everything I played in this event demo is just very, at least no less than 80% accurate in terms of what, you know, what production version of this game would be like. But I will say, because I think even all of the bosses that are in this area, because I did see another YouTuber have the final boss's design. I think that they might have either reused the already shown boss, you know, designs, because I don't know if those are the actual bosses we will encounter when we go to the depths, or if they just kind of substituted it for boss designs that we've seen already, you know, just so they don't spoil anything. Although I will say it looked a bit too official. It felt a bit too official, so I don't know. Regardless, you know, maybe the core details of, you know, boss designs, how many floors, if it is floor, maybe all of that is unknown. But one thing is for sure, and that is the core details of this area. Every area you go to will have a depth version. That version, or that area of the depths, will give you blood veils that you could not get above ground. Blood veils, I believe weapons, things like that that you can't get above ground, you can get in the depths area. So all in all, let me know what you guys think. This is very good news. You know, you finish an area, you have a new place to explore. And that's the thing about it. You can either go to these places afterwards or right away, right? So kind of how you want to play. I think that's very cool. I'm very excited. I think these are one of the things that I thought was needed for Code Vein. I was thinking like it's gonna be story driven, but I think they need to have some things like this where we can explore with friends that doesn't exactly progress the story, because it is very story driven. But I feel like there should be an area you could casually grind that doesn't require you to be super far in the story in a sense. So very good. I'm very excited for this type of addition. So other than that, that's all I gotta say for this video. Let me know what you guys think about this. I think it's a very cool addition. I don't think there's anything to complain about, right? It's optional in a sense, but I mean, I guess If you want to upgrade your stuff, maybe not so much optional, but you get the idea. So, last video that I have prepared, or planned, for Code Vein is going to be God Eater's influence on the game. So I've kept this one for last because I don't believe too many other people, if anybody else, will kind of had this as a thought in their mind, mainly because they may be not as big of God Eater fans like I am. So I really wanted to keep this last, really isolate this away from the big influx of news, so it can get some of its own shine and people understand, kind of why this game was developed and made and molded into what it is, because it is very obvious that it's just because it's the God Eater team that's behind it. So other than that, look forward to that either this week or next week. So yeah, be sure to subscribe, leave a like on this video, and comment your thoughts. So other than that, that's all I gotta say. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Lamp with the tape, I'm a legend in the room. J Squad chillin', now my homies bringing boom. Don't try to play the game without asking about the rules. I keep my cards safe, nigga, what you do? Pop it off easy, I'm not trying to snap your neck.